Welcome back to our show, your show, Let's Talk Stocks. In studio with us this morning is Miss Keisha Bailey, financial experts, economic know-it-all. But she's a founder and CEO of Profit Jumpstarter. And of course, she's here to talk to us, give us a little insight, outlook on the markets and where they have been and where they're likely to go. Welcome to the show, Keisha.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so you are the guru in the marketplace, financial. Once upon a time, financial discussions, business news wasn't so sexy, but I mean, you're changing the profile of the landscape.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what's that's been like for you. I mean,
Yeah.
are people really interested in business and financial information?
People are interested in making money. I would say that's the driver behind of it. That need, that desire to build wealth. And what we do at Profit Jumpstarter is that we're heavily focused on financial education towards building wealth. So it's not just an academic class and you're going to do an exam at the end. This is real life education that you can take and implement and learn exactly what do you need to do to build generational wealth. Not, a quick money today and you're broke again tomorrow. But having that lasting
so it's
wealth.
sustainability. It's
Sustainable
building wealth and sustained for generations.
Yes.
And people understanding the importance of that.
Yeah, so the thing for me is that I grew up poor. I never born into money and have, a long string, a generational wealth following me. And these same principles that I teach they are academic financial principles. It's just that I'm able to break them down in a very relatable and simple way. And the main focus is taking action. So what we do at Profit Jumpstarter is that we focus on practical life education about your finances. So it's not just academic theory and then you're left not knowing what to do. It's education that pushes you to take action. And what we do is make sure that it's very simple and relatable so that you say, it's not so bad. I really can do this. And then you actually go now and take the action, because my whole passion is not just teaching, but making sure that you feel motivated to take action along the way, because that's the only way we're going to be able to build the wealth that everyone wants. You have to take the action.
So, Jamaican economy, by and large, our education system has built us to go and pass some exams and go and look at a job, 9 to 5. But all the wealthy people and all the people who are at the top of the game are saying to you, you need to have multiple streams of income. So it's not just about a 9 to 5. Would it have helped to shape a better Jamaica, especially talking about wealth creation, had we taught this in schools from an early age?
And yes, as we look through the evolution of time, the main focus back in the day, or not to age myself, but going in the 70s, 80s, 90s, we were in a mechanical age. So a lot of the education was designed to help persons to get jobs, to operate machinery, to operate in offices and so forth. As we move further now into a digital age, a different set of skill sets will be needed.
Absolutely.
And so in schools now, there is talks about getting financial education in from the primary or the secondary level that now will help to propel persons from earlier on to start thinking about wealth creation earlier, and not let it be something that, when we start work, is then now I say, all right, may I make some money, what do I do now? So that's an important change coming.
Interestingly, Keisha, when we look at how Jamaica has evolved and our capital markets, including the stock market, has moved forward, would you say that Jamaica is fast becoming certainly a leader in terms of financial markets, wealth creation in the region at the very least?
Yeah, most definitely. I remember, again, back in the day, not aging myself, when there were only about 40 listed companies on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, pre the junior market. And at that time, investing in the stock market was something that was reserved for persons who are wealthy or institutional investors, which is the work that I did back then. So it's really was just only us kind of in the stock market. Now with over 100 listed companies and the existence of junior market and the main market, there's lots more opportunity both to get capital. So we have persons building wealth through their business and they're accessing capital through the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Also, you have investors at multiple levels now participating in the stock market. So the interest is there on two different ends, both accessing capital and also investing, and it's creating a lot of activity and interest. Now, when you're layering education on top of that, that is now the glue that kind of ties everything together, because now with education, you're able to make smarter investment decisions. You're able to think more on the business side if you're accessing capital and you understand finance. You're going to be more strategic in how you do it. And then as an investor, with financial education, you're going to now be able to pick solid companies, build a nice portfolio that can give you that generational wealth.
And I'm happy you went to that route, talking about building portfolio to use to create generational wealth. Is it real? And you spoke about the regular Joe now being able to access the markets. Is that real for the general person? I mean, what's that experience? Can the regular Joe earning his money really come into the market and build that wealth?
So again, because we're now in this digital age, it's easier to do that, back in the daytime, they used to would have to go into the branch, join a long line forever, or make your way down to the Jamaica Stock Exchange with your share certificates and actually conduct business that way. Now it's just a click of a button, right? Some people even a tap on your phone and a transaction is put through. So a lot of persons now are seeing, and then with more companies listed, a lot of persons are seeing that, hey, these companies that I see every day, they're on the Jamaica Stock Exchange trading, maybe I can participate in that. And you hear your friends talking about it. It's more prevalent on social media thanks to the work that we do as well in making sure that the information is there. So persons are seeing it and they're becoming closer and closer to the information. And the thing is, if you're that close to the information, you're going to touch it. You're going to make a move. And that's what we want, more activity. And so, regular persons, there are very, some stocks that are very popular on social media. And a lot of persons, they hold them, they love dividends. And so companies that pay healthy dividends, they tend to be the more popular companies for investors. So the activity is there, and I think it will only go higher and higher from here.
Talk about dividend investing. So we've seen a lot. Well, we know, for instance, the institutional investors are keen on dividends because income is very important to them and the growth in their portfolio. And there are some companies on the market that really pays decent dividends. I know Carreras is a big dividend paying company.
The king of dividends, Carreras.
Scotia at least pays quarterly. And there was the argument about NCB recently.
Around dividend payments.
Are dividend payments in our local market really all that?
Well, with all that, you mean all that as in exciting?
Yes.
A lot of investors love dividends because it creates an opportunity for you to have additional income coming in, passive income, and that's one of the buzzwords nowadays, passive income. I want to work smarter, not harder. And so with dividend stocks, you're getting money in passively. You don't have to do nothing other than buy the stock, and you're going to receive these dividends. So it's very popular, and the interest in the dividend-paying stocks, I would say, is higher than on the growth stock side.
And that would be good at this point in time where the market is relatively stagnant. On social media, you say it's a big discussion. Which are some of the stocks that the people are looking at as good dividend stocks?
The Carreras, as you said, Trans-Jamaica Highway, TJH, as the ticker symbol. That's a really popular one. Everybody loves their Trans-Jamaica. The banks are also popular for dividend stocks, and in Carreras as well. So people are always talking about, just get my Trans-Jamaica check. You have people taking pictures of the checks, showing that they're getting the dividends. And what's even more prevalent now is that as the junior market companies, which traditionally are growth companies, right? They're younger companies accessing capital for growth. A lot of them are announcing their plans around dividend payments, and that's drawing a lot of attention to trading in their stocks as well. Because, as I said, dividends are keep. That's what's happening.
It's interesting that we're here talking about dividends. When I looked at the flurry of companies announcing, the intention or actually confirming, we have actually confirmed, we have actually declared
dividends
during this last quarter. It's been tremendous.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing because it augurs well for the company, because if the profits are such that you have a little thing left behind that you can pay out to shareholders, that's great, because that's the essence of investing as well. And as a fellow shareholder in several companies, that's what you want. That's a return that you're getting on your investment.
There you have it, viewers. A nice discussion talking about investments and growth and the role of government as well as the private sector in driving growth in our economy. Join us for part 2 of this enthralling discussion, where we will look more about the knowledge-based economy and all the different facets, including redevelopment of urban centers, to continue to grow our economy.